Okay, boys and girls, I'm heading to my tent, which I left out in the rain this afternoon. So we'll see if the rain fly worked and if it's nice and dry inside. I wanted to start a fire, but I think my wood is a little too wet. Okay, let's go. All right, it's nice and dry in here. Dry enough for a nighttime camping story. Llama Llama loves camping. And I do too. Llama Llama loves camping. Based on the best-selling children's book series by Anna Dewdney. I'm excited to go camping tomorrow, Llama Llama tells his friends. He has never camped overnight before. Neither has Nellie New, Luna, Gilroy, or Euclid. It will be super fun, Mama Llama says, and Grandma Llama and I will be with you the whole time. Have any of you ever camped overnight before? You might be just like Llama and his friends. Maybe you've never done that. Camping is going to be very different from being at home, says Llama. Luna nods. We'll be out in the open under the trees and sky. And we won't have any kitchen or house things like a refrigerator or oven or lights, says Gilroy. Euclid looks worried. After all, he loves gadgets. We can't use any machines while we camp? He asks. That's right, says Mama Llama. We are just going to bring the essentials. Essentials are the few things we really need. But don't worry, Euclid. It's only for one day and night. The next day is warm and sunny as the campers arrive at the campground. Welcome to our overnight adventure in the woods, says Grandma Llama. Llama Llama and his friends cheer loudly. Everyone has one bag except for Euclid. He's carrying two. Don't worry, he explains. I only brought the essentials. That's a lot of essentials, Nellie says with a laugh. Okay, campers, says Mama Llama. Let's go for a hike while it's still light outside. Euclid pulls a handheld gadget out of one of his bags. I can plug our route into my directional device, he says. Remember, Euclid, Llama says kindly. No gadgets allowed. Euclid sighs. Okay, he says, putting it away. Not using gadgets is not going to be easy. Mama Llama leads the campers along a trail in the woods. Wow, says Llama, looking around. These trees are so tall. I wonder how tall they are, Euclid says. Can I measure them with my digital tape measure? Luna shakes her head. No gadgets, she reminds him. Oh yeah, Euclid says. When the group gets farther into the woods, Mama Llama asks the campers to stop for a moment. Let's listen to the sounds of nature, she says. What do you hear? Llama pauses. I hear a bird chirping, he says. I hear leaves rustling, says Luna. I hear a tree creaking, says Gilroy. Nellie points to a bee. I hear him buzzing, she says. I hear all that too, says Euclid, and I hear water flowing in the distance. I'm listening outside of my tent right now, and I can hear something going, ooh, ooh. What do you think that could be? The sounds in the woods are very different from the sounds at home, says Luna. Yeah, says Nellie. Those are machine sounds. Beep, ring, ring, whew, whew. She laughs at her imitation of a siren. Euclid pulls a tape recorder and a camera from his bag. I want to make a recording to remember the sounds, he explains. Mama Llama smiles at Euclid. For this trip, let's just listen hard to remember everything, she says. I forgot, says Euclid. This no gadgets thing is tougher than I thought. After their hike, Llama and his friends help Mama Llama and Graham set up camp. Instead of a house, they have a tent. Instead of a refrigerator, they have a cooler with ice. And instead of an oven, they have a roaring fire. It takes some work to camp out, says Mama Llama. But it helps you appreciate the nice things you have at home a little more. Looks like they did a nice job setting up their tent. It's getting a little bit darker out there. See their nice campfire? Looks good. Later, the campers eat a delicious dinner around the fire. I wonder what they had for dinner. My favorite thing to make on a fire is called a foil burger, where you make a hamburger with lots of vegetables in it and you cook it inside of a foil pack. I don't know what they had. And now it's time for dessert, says Grandma Llama, handing out sticks. Oh, what do you think they'll put on their sticks? Do we just eat these? Asks Gilroy. No, says Graham, laughing. You eat these marshmallows after we roast them in the fire. So what are they putting on their sticks? Marshmallows, of course. As the sun sets, everyone roasts marshmallows over the fire. They taste delicious, even better than a dessert you make at home. Sometimes when you eat food outside, when you're camping, it really does taste better than at home. It's getting pretty dark out, says Nellie. It is, said Euclid, but it's pretty nice roasting marshmallows in nature, he adds, with no gadgets. I think he's starting to come around. Finally, it's time for bed. Inside the tent, the campers get cozy in their sleeping bags. Once they're all tucked in, Mama Llama has an idea. Let's listen closely to the sounds outside and pretend they're music, she says. The campers close their eyes. They hear crickets chirping. They hear a bird calling. They hear the wind whooshing and an owl hooting. It sounds like they're all talking to each other, says Llama. The music of the forest is very peaceful. As they listen to the nighttime sounds, the campers slowly drift off to sleep. In the morning, sunlight streams into the tent. The campers wake up feeling refreshed. Mama Llama and Graham are very proud of Llama and his friends for spending the entire night in the woods. They did it. But everyone is especially proud of Euclid. Good job, cheers Llama Llama. You didn't use any gadgets on our campout. Thank you, Euclid says. It was a fun challenge. I like the woods. The other campers agree. Can we go on another hike before we leave? Nellie asks. We sure can, says Grandma Llama. But first, breakfast. We can use my electric waffle maker, says Euclid. Oh wait, yeah, that's kind of a gadget, isn't it? He's made it this far without using machines. He isn't going to stop now. The end. Before we go, let's see if we can take a minute to listen to some of the sounds in nature. Have a good night, boys and girls.